easy. When to me anye. Apart from Bryan Acheampong, oye kromfo a on kan okra onye presidential material no. Bryan Acheampong at least is trying to tell them say, "Mo me engine tum Bawumia jimi ne nyoma oye ye ene ye nyina ye kro no e boy enti na party ni opposition man wait dey na efe sa akromfo ehia na akromfo ka omanum asem na akromfo ngin tum ne ehu sa akromfo sakra akromfo afi omoto kronumu krodo so kronumu eye de ene emumpuruka kronumu eye de bed bags oboa obako wuram and they utiate and they go around the nation. People are seeing the work. 9 months a year. People are seeing the work the land minister is putting in. People are seeing the work Ghana Police Service are put. People are now seeing a government that is trying to fight illegal mining. And right now they don't know what to do. They are frustrated. Joy News good material new content new. Now their agenda is that let's make the government unpopular. It is not going to work as far as people like us we are around. Because you see, Joy News more. And yetina homa kukuba akomoko tina woka kachire Ghana for say Nanado Dan Kwekufuado a lawyer Abraham Nimise Kufuado a drug addict Nietia and join this for Yabeka just said Nanado Dan Kwekufuado sebio already or a nipe bia ondi yokogarida ondi gobeda obetuma chire Ghana omutia no beka say Kufuado or a lawyer. Join news for we had the creative story to a team. And you see, we allowed them, we gave them room, and they propagated all these lies into the system. Fed the Ghanaian with lies, and they ran this country down to zero. We are not going to take chances again. We are not going to let any jandam slide. We are going to stop every jandama. Mo person mo the same man, okay? And pay omuhudi omonka. I'm sorry, and pay almost another one abeto. Oh. Who should be moved away from his or her ministry if there is a reshuffling or cabinet shake-up today? At this point, Aban will grant the 1 year. If the government wants to reshuffle or the president wants to reshuffle, he will. We left with Nanado Dan Kwekufuado the Jimmy way for how many years? How many times to reshuffle here? You people were never able to tell Kufuor's government that who should be reshuffled. It's a jandam. They want to distract the government. John Dramani Mahama has selected the best. If he feels that somebody isn't performing or he feels somebody will do better at a particular place or a particular position, it is in his right to do that changes. You Evans Mensah, Kojo Yankson, and Kwasiafo Amakano, say more start Joy News as where you are. You have been moved around like Acheampong dross because the Joy News desk, they look at where at the point you have to put. Evans Mensah. Na baby, I will host show, I will host na host. But for some reason, they have moved you there, and they have moved somebody to the morning show, and they have moved somebody to the 6 p.m. news. It does not make it look like say unim the oye. It is at the point say agency and I say news room number one. I'm feel say they need to move you around. They'll move you around. Sanyoma way no mo person mo ye na omo de eye or time bi beto eye den. Eye NDC abanim. Omo de Kufuado Jimmy wait na 8 years. Kufuado could not do any reshuffling because Yafwe did not do anything like this. In less than a year, they have come to line up ministers. Oh, Mahama, enya reshuffling in Kwahin. You people, your job is to make sure you inform the people. The real job, you are not doing it. Go and do your job. Dirty people are Joy News. Very dirty criminals. And you see, the filthy thing they are doing, and they think what they are doing, it is going to bring Bawumia to power. It is going to make the NDC government unpopular. It is going to change anything. It is not going to change anything. Every single minister here, president, the president is watching. Now, it's so funny. Look, Omanibuama is even in there. Mutala is in there. How stupid can these people be? How stupid can you be? The disrespect from Joy News. Now, you put ministers there. You put cabinet. Some of these people, we lost them in the line of duty. Their families are still mourning. Now, people who are, with all due respect, who are even dead, you put them in here. What are you trying to achieve? What are you people at Joy News? Joy News, what are you people trying to achieve? The disrespect and the stupidity with this is cheap politics. This is cheap politics. And you see, journalism, You people should understand things are not the way they used to be before. You people are not going to work in any room for anybody to say, hey, join news reporter. It is not going to happen again because nobody see you people as some extraordinary human beings with some special intelligence. We know the level of your intelligence. We know the jandam you are doing. This is a grouper. Sebio Omwa. They were working for us. They were working. Omoye Jumama wo enemy kwasiafo amugu joy. You come to put their pictures there, say the government should reshuffle them. Are you stupid? Who is the head of news? The newsroom in Joy. Just a Joy for Jimmy. The news editor is the most stupid news editor. Where are the ethics? And Jimmy Fowemaka will say, oh, we are doing traditional media. We are wearing suit. These are dirty riffraffs. These are very dirty, useless people. And you see, you sit there and you ask them, what's the end game? We can let you know Ekufuado, the reshuffling timeline. Now here, thank you very much, team. Let me show it to them. In Kwasiafo, you people think say you can get away with murder this time. Join news, you won't get away with murder. How long has this government been in power? And this year ban we about power. It is saying, my answer time Ekufuado power. Niansho Henry Ekufuado the way he did reshuffling. So what was it? Was it reshuffling or interchanging positions? Now let me show you this. In Kwasiafo muti Ghana and mudi join news da Ghana for Ejimi for. Now look at this. Let me show you this. This is under Ekufuado. Now me chama the country join news with Ejimi. Yeah, this is under Ekufuado. Nana Danko Ekufuado came to office in 2017 January. Ekufuado about office. Nana Danko Ekufuado did minor adjustment Otna officer to 2018 August. January. Obedu odi 1 full year wanye reshuffling. SID another 8 months count. Nana Danko Ekufuado. And no krano, he did not do major reshuffling. I want you people to know Kwasiafo Mugu join news. You think you can distract the government? You think you can distract people working for Ghanaians? No. Nana Danko Ekufuado bedina abemu from 7th January 2017. Wanye any serious major reshuffling till August 2018. Now, some deputy ministers were reassigned. Deputy ministers. Wanye any major cabinet reshuffle after a year and 8 months. Because this government has been in power for like 9 months to 10 months. You people are telling the government, say, they should do reshuffling. What kind of stupid journalism is that? What kind of foolish infant journalism is this? What kind of myopic, foolish journalism is this? You think this thing can change the direction or how the government is focused? No. Now, after winning January 2021, post-election reappointment, from 2017, Ekufuado never did any major thing. In 2018 August, and minor adjustment, and deputy ministers, one in Sanka cabinet. Nana Danko Ekufuado, one in Sanka cabinet. All the way to 2021. 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. After elections, after winning re-election in December 2020, Ekufuado retained most of its ministers. Alan Chamantin, Kenoforiata, and others continue in their roles. Now, from 2017 all the way to 2021, how many years? Ekufuado did not do any serious cabinet reshuffle. 99% of his cabinet ministers were retained. That was how many years? From 2017 to 2023. How many years that? Now look at something. March 2023, Trade Minister Alan Chamantin, NKT, Efrimu, and NKT Amombeshaho, and no. But today, you come and put this list on your page. Who is going to be reshuffled? Who is going to be moved? You think John Mahama is a fool like the owner of Joy News? You think John Mahama is stupid? He was into drugs like the owner of Joy News, like the same. You think John Mahama has been into drug business and built a media house like the owner of Joy News? Because the owner of Joy News was involved in drugs. That is how he was able to build this Joy News. And this is the stupid thing that sometimes pisses us off. But you see, Jimmy, this is your MPP. This is your Ekufuado. That your toy president who is a drug addict. This is what he did in 8 years. When you reshuffling, major reshuffling, bia. Now Mahama about power 10 months, 11 months, Mahama and reshuffle the cabinet to please who? Masa. Yeah, no. Bibia a free banner, a kwan wow. And some more steady. Na mama yanchi chirman we are. A debia ebesi wo Ghana no ebe mwa was I join you so. Ye lanchamantin ye di KTM on besho and no. The foolish people who helped Ekufuado to dupe Ghana, they were all in their positions. He kept all of these animals in their position. You didn't have a problem with it. You didn't have any issue with it. You did not put all the pictures on the screen to tell Ekufuado to do reshuffling in 9. In Kwasiafo, we will stay on you people. We will not change. We will make sure we stop Jandam in Ghana. Right now, no. Media house I work Ghana Jandam pa joy news. Let's move forward. Because I'm saying we are killing Jandam. Now, there's another Jandama I want us to kill. And I think majority of you people know Obia Ehusa Jandam no, and it's got to do with or true for Bawumia. And you see, Mamika be bin Bawumia cannot change you. Bawumia or ye lying demon. Bawumia sika edi twa ne bema no na atro tare ho yatro the lies. Mahamudu Bawumia, he is a liar, and it's so funny say he has grown to believe in his lies. And then it's dangerous for the MPP no. On say Bawumia, he is growing, and the funny thing is he's growing and believing in the lies he tells every day. And it is dangerous when you have such a person, Bawumia or say Adolf Hitler. Okunipa sebi o menka se Bawumia okunipa. Bawumia lifestyle to say Adolf Hitler. Now, even though he knows he's hurting people, he's hurting families, he's hurting children, or pay reason be to believe said you're all and your bonnet. You see, and that is what Bawumia is doing, and that is what he's been doing for years. Mahamudu Bawumia a catro. Now you see, we try to the point to say he has come to believe in the lies. Until sometimes when he's lying and he's laughing and he's lying, in his head, he doesn't see it as a lie. He sees it as something that makes him happy. He sees a consistent lies, no, as something that satisfies his soul. Into why I say Adolf Hitler? Why I say or a political Adolf Hitler? Or to say Adolf Hitler in politics. Adolf Hitler no na odi bone. Adolf Hitler no okuma, na okujufo, na oshinipa, na o separating kwara from mamenom. Adolf Hitler wanted a reason until he reason and all the yes and say he went through some trauma until he's going to pay people back. Even though him said na no, he still did it because and then man is satisfaction. And that is the same thing Mahmoud Bawumia is doing. He's the modern day political Adolf Hitler when it comes to lies. Bawumia lies and believes in the lies. And it makes him happy. Now, what is he saying? Mobile money interoperability. Before the advent of mobile money interoperability in 2018, the number of registered mobile money agents in Ghana stood at 107,415. However, mobile money interoperability, which allowed transaction between all mobile networks and bank accounts, boosted the industry, with the number of registered agents increasing to over 900,000 now to create more jobs. Now, there's a video of Bawumia standing in front of the MPP piglets. Messias, I need a video. And telling them, say, oh, and the Ghana na no. Sebio, so be to be sending Sikafri the phone so echo bank. Every bank echo obi phone so. Every airline obi phone so echo obi another phone so. Eyo no Bawumia and the buyer making sure that possible. Aqua we onye okay. Psychologically, or your political political Hitler. When it comes to Atro, he lies and he trusts the lies. And you see, because majority of the people who follow Bawumia, he carries them along. He makes them believe in the lie because he believes in consistent lies. The more you speak it, the more you are consistent, the more you tell them about toilet, the more you tell them about this, the more you stay consistent in your lies, you become a master of lies. And the people who follow you, they tend to become sheep. So they follow you everywhere you go. And that is the strategy he has used in the NPP. And from the time Ekufuado introduced Bawumia into the MPP, Bawumia decided or realized to say, if he's consistent in a particular message and does not move away from that consistency, which is lies, the party followers, that is the foolish masses, that is what they understand. You see, majority of MPP for if you want them to believe you, it's about being consistent in your lies. And the on say, Obi to be an say, oh, Kevin Tailor, MPP ni baako betu magazi Kevin Tailor mami ajantre ni. All the MPP people, that's what they will say. MPP ni baako betu be an Kevin Tailor, you see on the studio or more basement. MPP for nyina, that is how the MPP is. And this time MPP for nyaya. I have a reason for saying this because Bawumia hu eye problem no ohun solution in them. Ohun say in nyaya no doso. And all that you need to do is put them in a line. Put them in a straight line and then consistently let them chase one leaf. And that leaf is the leaf of lies. Now, this is the same man. Alternative so I catch a Ghana phone and say, time and I buy time about politics, time about MPP race, na NDC buy John Mahama, na interoperability, mobile money transfer, and never that. But you see, today he stands on stage and or share the foolish masses. MPP for a sebi omuko school omako echira JSS no onim so mo agimi now muntie Bawumia. This is Mahamudu Hitler Bawumia. Your friend Hitler of lies. Mahamudu Bawumia onie.
Yes sir. Buy na me say yeah na untimi mani sika from Vodafone eko MTN and I say Airtel. We nyina me share me ka say yenye nhihye foforo bi your friend mobile money interoperability. The whole of Africa will be might be a new might be no country in Africa. Yes, any America, any Canada, because Ghana.
Bawumia ejina MPP for him so oye campaign yen to abama ne besa be flag bearer. E ka kire omu nyina se because onse dodo na jimi. O se me time me buy no na Ghana obi ntumi send sika emfri momo emfri Vodafone enko MTN emfri MTN enko bank accounts Bawumia gina 2025 o me say wanzam ni otwa Bawumia be ma no sika na odutwa no bafo no ni atwe ho lies made in lies. This is a guy onim said ye oka no oboa but unim sa okoto se obi gina baby na se odeceive nkofo bi ni aka say papa we dey sa na oti o de bia oya onya no hoko o you say kromfo we dey kejetia kromfo we dey ono obewia osisia o. It is because the people have come to accept to say ne kro no na obo no omagi atum na sanko start wi de na nke de hama boni trimu a anko bi bank on ka say we dey kejetia kromfo oya obewia o because oni nkofo we anante ache oni san ntwaboa we anante ache oni this low minded fools are from MPP followers no ono man anti ache onim so mu ntumi nkenkan onim so mu ntumi nya research onim so mu ntumi busa questions onim so mu ye nwan until he keeps feeding them chaff. Now the same Bawumia ono an certain radio so kan asem o kan no but otena radio so magana fo nyina hu say time o mobile power no na interoperability contract no ho. That means it was running. It's a contract that had been signed by the NDC government. Time about Bawumia about power. Tama NPP about power. Near sending momo, near your momo transfer or Ghana. Even interbank transfer, it was there. Inti Bawumia nankasa, I don't know if you say we di atre drone na jesiano bansire de gunasino say sebio bansire no echichiri ni yemo say bansire no asayo. I think say atre drone ko di no bansire no echichiri ni yem. Inti ewana manenya constipation okay kan kwasem. This is the same Mahamudu Bawumia.
Interesting, sir. Interoperability, now how much did it cost?
Interoperability, let me tell you, there was a contract.
No contract, what? Okay.
To do the interoperability. And that contract was to be done for $1.2 billion.
$1.2 billion?
Yes.
A few moments later.
2016, vice president. If you were Ubia dia dance here. Say maybe vice president. Me didn't share baby about Ghana. And yes,
interoperability. Now how much did it cost?
Interoperability. Let me tell you, there was a contract.
That contract order, okay.
To do the interoperability. And that contract was to be done for $1.2 billion.
$1.2 billion.
Yes.
A few moments later.
2016 yeba aban mu be ye vice president. If you watch obia di adanse se me be ye vice president. Me din hihye bebre abagan.
On can grow. On no because you said on also beto ye na sign contract na it was in progress no. Or say after the one de san hihye ne bae. Bawumia de ose akye no e was circle. Ne ye woro no ho. Na ye de eye de bentoa. Ye nyam esuruwisa, efom wisa, kekeduro, ye nyam eburo kakra. Ne ye de apetishi, eye de pregwa ye no. Na ye kofa eye krama pempem, heba freak. Ne ye de oboase betes kakra fra. Na afe ye de eye den, eye dwaye. Ne ye de so clean ene them. Ne ye de Bawumia. Because akwana I say ono onne atro, odi atro. Ofiatro, Bawumia Junso atro. Bawumia is the almighty eba atra. You cannot do anything about it. Just akwano or ya just or ya atro nipa. Anko Bible nipa, anko ya atro nipa, anko Judas. Mahamudu Bawumia. Say anko Bible nipa, anko Judas. Just say atro ya akwane de. Oditro metro esu. I just say akwane ya trofo. Le jeune or ya trofo ankasa. Just say you cannot believe him for a single minute. The only people who believe Bawumia are the fools in the LPP. Those are the only fools in Ghana. Because you see, only the Bawumia, NDC. Said the only party in Ghana today MPP. And this brings me to a year. The echoes were MPP mu. You see, Mamika be binchramu. And you say MPs from 11 regions. 63 out of 87 NPP MPs declare support for Dr. Bawumia. Now, Mamika be binchramu. Me, I'm not going to talk that much. But Makacha Ghana for Mahmoud Bawumia already election every year. And I say the other people are wasting their money. And the enemy your party mupan say there are people in the party today in the race who are telling the people the truth. Me, I'm one person. I've always said Bryan Acheampong on your credible to be president. Mahmoud Bawumia on your credible to be president. Kennedy Japan is never and will never be credible to be president. Country, on the crampo de kusi ukra, and the Japan the snitch. None of these people can be president. These people, omudin kwa the same way we are, they will go and join a group and say we want to win power. We know them. Kennedy Japan, en kwasi asama ye kachire na ye di na tem ne kron no mo kachire no. O wi a oboka ko join the Bawumia say ye nko win power. That is MPP. Kennedy Japan, onam wona omudi na tem odi nkwasi asam o wi a after all this, no, Obeka Kotina Bawumia ba say yenko campaign because their focus is about money. Say if we can come together and steal from the people, that's all that they need. Bryan Acheampong, Ojina we can kwasi asem and I'd say no at the end of the day they will come together and say okay, mommy nyina yen join it, na yenko wieska. These people, they are collective criminals. It's me when I see them doing these things, I laugh because I know where it will end. These are a cluster of criminals who have decided to see if they can all lead a bus. If none of them or one person leads, the rest of the thieves will come together and say, that is the end game. Now, apart from them doing this, there's something I want people to understand. Hey, it is beginning to look like, say, and the MPP, Obian wo to makasa tia Bawumia, Obian to me and point out the ills. Bawumia's contribution to the defeat of the NPP in 2024. I had to say, and the haram wo MPP mu. How dare you criticize Bawumia? How dare you? And so it's the yeah, because I say Ekufuado ma hijack party no. Mahmoud Bawumia na yere Samire. I say and Samira Jimmy Krampo na yetiana MPP for say ade na okotia Samira. Na Samira anka ne politics anka Samira anka ye wan. Ede Bryan na Samira bo before say obeye eye second lady dear Bryan na Samira born wo Ghana. E dear Bryan na Samira boa time at 2014 15 16 na store ben no we be kudu store kra wo Ghana. Na Samira Bawumia or ye fefe no nam. Enti it is looking like today in the MPP it's so interesting. So obi di Bryan Acheampong atama e normal. So be MPP no di can dey upon atama en but so be criticized Bawumia pe then hell breaks loose. Identina okaba it does not make sense. But you see the honest truth is the NPP can only survive when they decide to allow people to tell them the truth and they themselves tell each other the truth. Without that, this Bawumia lie now clouded the NPP, it will destroy the party. A party to be surviving. And then I'm so the America say this party will be in opposition for 48 years and 42 years, and the party I'm going to nullify it in 2028. As much as Bryan Acheampong on kanokre wedding kwasiasem on your presidential material, at least Bryan Acheampong is being very honest in his delivery. Wajia tum so okahon ye say man no. Kennedy Japan wajia tum so no so kahon no mo ball man no. Mahamudu Bawumia in the group mbeso. And it's so despicable, because this is a political party. Nipana Olidi party no, Emma party in the history of world politics. 38%, that person on any group some more party, they just don't want to admit to say Nipana is the weakest link in the party. And then I come say MPP for Bawumia group, Omakofa document via Babontine. I Bryan Acheampong time I know oye minister fertilizer be and a Bryan Acheampong fan. But I'm say the only thing Bryan Acheampong did was to tell Ghana for say dollar na you better no 4 no ye dollar was 17. Bryan Acheampong always sika MPP for 90%. Or the MPP for when you sika bim Bryan Acheampong not the cabinet to chair any the regional chairman. Who constituency executive now no. No delegate was at cabinet. Bryan Acheampong no cabinet. Bryan Acheampong or kahoni ebu Ghana for edi esika. Enti say Bryan Acheampong catch us said, na me wo hobby. Na me te cabinet. Na me ni mule for we nyina nete wo. Kennedy Japan points we nyina na me ka ho. Me na me catch them say dollar na ye fa no 4. And ye ja 17. Asimesi Bawumia or say your economist. Nipa na or say a home match or na anka so ye ni easy no. When to me anye. Apart from Bryan Acheampong or kromfo a on kan okra onye presidential material no. Bryan Acheampong at least is trying to tell them say momi engine tum Bawumia jimi ne nyoma oyeye ene ye nyina ye kro no e boy e na party ni opposition until we get to that point enya dia party we betima ye papa he. Bryan Acheampong was clear about it. Okay, momi enkotie Bryan Acheampong osina dollar no was 17 but almost for dollar ni free enfa almost for free 4. He's at least being honest. Ye nya ye wi 4 momi engine tum still there is a fashion in the party. Bawumia call for no Ekufuado call for Gabi call for no men ka Bawumia sam na me enka Bawumia sam no eye den na ye betu beja Bawumia mana call lead party no. This is Bryan Acheampong or catch them clear if a dollar no 4 and you ja dollar no 17.
Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia now the office the office of the vice president nipa 100,000 napko ye intimate jomuka at the office of the vice president ama ye lose election. Etosun yenu Ekufuado say o de abrantie bi ba ama na be hihye Ghana sika ama emu aye de ama o de ahoto aye den abreye ye fa dollar no from 4 ye pam ye fi aban mu na dollar no was 17 yama how much the economy no na run na fa win election ma wo ho ye de 54 e de akọ 17 e provide your line e wo Ministry of Finance e gina ye konso e jobu sika areho ye de apamo ye yes fertilizer na beje ye lusu oba subi hono subi ye de ebro wo ye akolu ye vote akofo kwada so ha ebro ahin ye bia wa circle ye lusu over 20,000 ye de ebro wo circle. Sa propaganda no enko bebia muma ye fanto nche ye nina kwada so ye matured constituency ye nim ensem ni bi wo hono mo ye ntimi fa ya no enka wo platform so stage so enso ye nina ye wa ha ye nim nema e koso ye lusu ye anti a ye repeat candidate a enko ye maye na ye ko fa ba kono so a ye nim ye show down part 1 no eye nkofo no a eno so no e ba be bi ye nya me pen a betinya ka party na bom Me na me to be the discipline aba. Me mobilizing resources yaba polling station. Near ba ben mu a when this wadi hulu solo. Mama bem edi amaye. Na be di onyankopon ebu oman no esiesie eman no aba yenya ahoto. Slep ada so. Mesi form wa hanemum.
Deɛ na ɛfɛ sɛ akrɔmfoɔ ahyia na krɔmfoɔ baako ka sɛ woni biribi yɛn nyinaa yɛ akrɔmfoɔ na yɛn gye ntum sɛ yɛ akrɔmfoɔ na yɛma ewiase hu sɛ yɛ akrɔmfoɔ sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a yɛbɔ yɛsu wɔ nipam na yɛn nyinaa hu sɛ yɛasakra a ɔmagye atom. That is all. Nkɔfoɔ wei sɛ ɔmo nte aseɛ. Bryan Acheampong sɛ 100,000 napkofoɔ a yɛfɔ ɔmo adwuma yɛnti obi aka 100,000. Yɛfa nipa 100,000 yɛde ɔmo kɔgyina Independence Square de sɛ Shatawale program ɛma nkɔra wei saa yɛ mmeranteɛ ne mmabaawa ɔmo tu nyinaa te mfifiri. Mɛsa ayɛ sɛ get me yɛ paaki nipa 100,000 ne nyinaa yɛatwerɛ. Mahamudu Bawumia wo office na ɛhwɛ napko so ɛwɔ sanka etua obi aka yɛde mmeranteɛ ne mmabaawa ne mu mmerewa ɛkɔgyina ɛyɛ deɛn Independence Square ewia 2:30 ewia bomma mfifiri asɔne ɔmo drops ase nyinaa afɔ obi yi ne drops no him ni say no twa w'anim a w'anim bɛyɛ sɛ azuri mark ba bɛda ha saa nyoma wei nyinaa kɔɔ so ɛna ɔsɛ me na me cabinet minister wo me de me sika ɛhyɛ party nim me de me sika da ho hyɛm na me ka ho na yɛtena cabinet na Bawumia te me benkum so yɛde dollar ne ma na at 4 Mahamudu Bawumia nka no korɛ ogya no 17 ontumi mbo adwuma no wei de na ɛfɛ sa akrɔmfoɔ ahyia na akrɔmfoɔ ka ɔmo anim asɛm na akrɔmfoɔ ngye ntum ne ehu sa akrɔmfoɔ ɛsakra akrɔmfoɔ afei ɔmo to ada ya nti aseɛ yɛ akrɔ yɛ kegya ti akrɔmfoɔ a gyaa yɛ ne yɛwia yɛkye ne abu yɛku ya yɛpɛ ne saa nti right now the party is waiting for Ghanaians in court to beat them to death because party ni yɛ ready say ɔmo kron no ɔmo twom ho afirim yɛpo Bryan Acheampong wagye tum so yɛ krɔmfoɔ ɔsimi nuanom akrɔmfoɔ yi deɛ ne yɛyɛ yɛwia sika yɛbu Ghanafoɔ fa so yɛdaadaa mmabunu yɛgye sika firi ɔmo nsam dollar wo Bawumia o kan ho te cabinet ye de hye won safo a na wo se wo ye wisked no dollar no ye gya ne 17 so regional chairman general secretary party executive bi betena radio so na Facebook ka se Bryan Acheampong bo a ono kwasea no ni tipa ne Bryan Acheampong party ni if a dirty riffraff nipa jimifo bi o party so or regional chairman any cabinet minister when e power one or detail. Bryan Acheampong has more facts than any regional chairman, a MPP regional chairman. Into Bryan Acheampong on the den chairman on the den chairman meeting. O kwasiampenyi wote bono, wote wurem, and a sebio, udi MPP for kitu obi enim, on what think can not cabinet, and I'll say yet national, yet man at 4. Yes, sorry no, na 17. Nipani Jimmy, what was I want tiasie, what in King Kesu, or your treasure, or baby Facebook ye de or dying, count 2 minutes baby, you know. And this is what I have been talking about. Party ninjintum. Enti ana me hum nyama bi say, yesi nipa 63 and na MPs omu nyina be support Bawumia say, hey, mu Jimmy. And they yanka Bawumia some more party nim. Now who said say Mahamudu Bawumia Ghana for want Bawumia? Party na mutire mu no. Party ni kura mpe Bawumia. Enti I just don't get it. Sene be ya Mobetnas near MPP for me MPP near minimum nyansa. Maka Bryan Acheampong, even though I come for party, no, he Osaka Semichromo, Ose Fertilizer, me na me a Greek minister. Fertilizer, ya dema, MPC se omunkoche, omu nina. Bryan Acheampong to the number 2. One and vice president, one and take cabinet, not Bryan Acheampong, ne Bawumia take cabinet. Omu nina himself Fertilizer na anko, omu party for ni wia diye. Bryan Acheampong, esa kano kure echre omu.
I have heard 3 propaganda against me. 2 that they are pushing in, or 3 of them they are pushing on in the Upper West region. That I didn't bring fertilizer to Upper West, and therefore we lost the election. But if it is fertilizer that we're going to win the election, then all we have to do is to just buy fertilizer 6 months to election and distribute. Nobody can tell me that we won 2016 because of fertilizer, we won 2020 because of fertilizer. But that even aside, Everything that was supposed to come, there are two people that were giving fertilizer. Local Ministry of Local Government, Natoshi, was bringing fertilizer to the assembly. The dry spell fertilizer for Upper West, every single one of them came to Upper West. Every single one of them came. Every single one of them came. When the fertilizer gets to Upper West, I am not responsible for its distribution. Once you pick it from the supplier brings it to Upper West, the person responsible is the parliamentary candidate and the DC. Look, the night before, the day of voting, because they wanted to smuggle it. Because they wanted to smuggle the fertilizer. The fertilizer was not sitting with me in my warehouse here in Accra. It was not sitting with me. And the number of bags of fertilizers we brought to the Upper West region, nobody in any year has bringing that quantity of fertilizer for the dry spell. Nobody. It was sitting with you. And then you say that you can't share it. I don't understand. Fertilizer, the day of voting. Even if it came the morning of the voting, yet it came months before the election. We have everybody, if I come to I'll come to everybody's constituency. And I will show when the parliamentary candidates receive their fertilizer. We have the data. We have the data. But I'm saying that
this is where the problem is. Bryan Acheampong say, yenya yewifo, yewi Ghana fo. Memi yewi. Bawumia wo yewi. Kennedy su yewi. Kentry yewi. Kobne Japan yewi. Momi enka no kure no. Bryan Acheampong ogina ho kasa asem no. Ono so wi fertilizer ni bi. Because MPP for no ni wi fertilizer no. O kasa no say fertilizer yi election day. Yen nyina na yakoche fertilizer yi ene yen nyina yewi aye. Yewi fertilizer na nkodu amode be hye me. Na me nkwana na me ye nipa mekuta fertilizer wa Ghana. Moba me hotel na fertilizer wa ha. Iti Bryan Acheampong ka kire Ghana for say hwe. Yen MPP for no untumi ngi ye ni o. Yen na yetumi egige fertilizer election day ni yewia. Okasa NDC for. Or see, we wanted to steal the fertilizer and we stole it. Now nim there ya. Bryan Acheampong no person kata ne to. Ena Bawumia nkofo ne Kennedy nkofo no ni wi fertilizer no. Omo se da bi. E wo mo se ya kromfo. Na enye so besi ye ntoma gufin wa abontene. Ene yeso betoto. Every say wo Bryan Acheampong. The day near got to about 10 days to elections. O the letter by a fertilizer co. The same day now sasa letter and say there asefofro into Bryan Acheampong. O yes sad ye nyina kata so if you say near him say o the sad no air cover fertilizer na ye wia no. Enti enda omo ba bontina ba omianko for say okay. Sa wo se Mamudu ye wi ono nkwa ne emblem na ende ye be kire Ghana for say ye nyina ne wia fertilizer no. Kennedy wia bi. Bryan Acheampong wo wia bi. Bawumia wia bi. Country wie bi eye den Kobne Japan so wie bi enti omakoyi letter ba be kire Ghana for say he Bryan Acheampong be so ogu yenko ani ma say ye nyina be te ho to enti say party no apai and the letter dey about bontin ye begidwam enkofo we. Now Mrs. the letters are two. Now back here 27th of January 2024 anamwa yes, and the funny thing is one letter, one date, different content. Because when you read letters na, this is what the letter basically. And team, the summary of the letter in mama kind summary in show me we are na ma show exactly besides get me. Besides, I want to show them the summary of the letter. Okay, all right. Inti, mami read the letter in Sherman. Besides, I just saw you send me a summary of the letter, but if you want me to read everything, I can read everything. Now, this letter, where am I reading? No, this what is in. Na Bryan Acheampong, and a minister, a Greek minister. We mo ye wifu. We mo omo wiya ya che. And we are no. So in the letter, no, Bryan Acheampong issued this letter on the 27th of November 2024. Bawumia for na kofa bawu. Because Bawumia so on tiasie. Oni Kennedy muso on tiasie Bryan Acheampong beso cheso no nyewi. Abrobu nyina yewi. The summary say Bryan Acheampong issued a letter on the 27th of November 2024, signed on his behalf by the acting director, chief director. Now, that letter will release on the 27th of November 2024. No, chief director Simon Bryan Acheampong. No, that letter no. What happens and then they say, and the reference number on the letter no SC 504/505/505/08. Now the same letter no, the same day or release letter 2 Bryan Acheampong or release letter 2 with the same date. This is the same Bryan Acheampong. Omo chair fertilizer we na afọ be say Jimmy. And Bawumia akose omunko yi letter number ka Ghana for ko omunya na wi fertilizer. Hey, and we wi abewia. Ye nyina ye wia. Enti omo bo moto powder wo wiem. Omo to powder e wo de enkejetia. And ye ya kwesi dey and MPP for bo moto powder wa kwesi dey ase. Now the same day he replaced the letter with another one bearing the same reference number and signed by the same acting director, chief director. Though the distribution list differed. Now, letter ni mamen kan chiremo. No Bryan, no vote. No Kennedy, no vote. No Bawumia, no vote. No Kentry, no vote. No Comrade Japan, no vote. It is here one part there to man Jimmy mo. No Bryan, no vote. No Kennedy, no vote. No Bawumia, no vote. No Kentry, no vote. No Comrade Japan, no vote. It's here to my Jimmy for. Now, allocation of fertilizers, that is NPK and urea to the regions. Bryan Acheampong, chief director. And then Sasha Asiema Bryan Acheampong, 27th of November 2024. They are criminals. Oh, when we are with we are difficult. Breman on their politics. Oh, MPP4 as a political party. Chrono mu krodo so. Udim krodo so. Chrono mu krodo so. Omo to say chrono mu bed bags. Baku ura ufia wewu. MPP. Yaka krono mu krodo so. Yaka krodo so. Krono mu bed bags in some grozio. Krono mu some grozio. MPP and anti-copy back. MPP krono mu krodo so. Krono mu eyedian and emumpuruka. Krono mu eyedian bed bags oboa. Baku uram and the utiate. Now, the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, MOFA, has allocated specific quantities of fertilizer, NPK, and urea to be distributed to the various regions. Now, please find attached the quantities of fertilizers allocated to the holding centers in your region, your information, and necessary action. Due to logistics and time constraints, management has decided that the fertilizers are transported directly to the Metropolitan, Municipal and District Assemblies, that's MMDAs. This implies that the fertilizers will no longer be transported to the regional holding centers. Please find attached the quantities to be distributed to the various MMDAs for your information. Ministry of Food and Agriculture has contracted Rans Logistics Limited. Sa company we are contracting Bryan Acheampong there. Sa company is distribute fertilizer na Bryan Acheampong there. Kennedy Japan no share wom. Kennedy Japan ko cocoa board. Me say we there Kennedy crop and dance ma. Kennedy Japan o ye wi cha nyina. Bawumia ye wi o. He sankofo no omo ewi race no. Et say Usain Bolt. Carl Lewis and omo win close 9.5 9.0 omo no enko 9.2 na omo race no Bryan Acheampong Kennedy Japan ne Bawumia omo kro no omo ball no abem no et say Usain Bolt akwa friend saying Carl Lewis and ba akwa no kakaka no sanko for the race 9.1 9.10 9.13 a tight race chronomu tight race. Now Ocho letter we no. The same day, the same day, and yes, I printed another letter. Gigim. Now, also another letter by the same day, the same date, the same day. In some room. Farmers Food Relief and Recovery Program, logistics support for coordination and distribution of NPP of inputs and food items. It's a change caption, no, and it's the same as Antokotoko. You change code, you change board, still team in ye. By the Acheampong, we are the check, we are the bomb from Okuta Papa. Or we are the who not tube, somewhere Jimmy. Me say we change head no, we change head no, let wedding no, we change caption no, still as Antokotoko, still work be show mo. And the way who she ye, aye, but my don't baby a bass in fact gata so, and the book dress or dressing room, chiro, mobile to be pack, still work betum. And the way who she ye. Into or study another one by the same day. See Jimmy. Ben Johnson, Carl Lewis, Usain Bolt, and Ben Johnson. Hey, in conformance away, me see omo ko race na Acheampong Bawumia Kennedy. Eba kronumua Usain Bolt ankasa na ene Bawumia. Eye Carl Lewis ene Kennedy Japon. Ena Ben Johnson eye Acheampong. Omo time no a close timing photo finish 9.1 9.111 9.111 metric ones. I say you would win you omo neck to neck. Kronumu neck to neck. IBB Udo Mediagro omo you dangerous. Kronumu neck to neck photo finish you would win ye. Sa go for me ansano. Now let us second one they say no say the government launched the Farmer Food Relief and Recovery Program to address the impact of the dry spell on farmers' livelihood and ensure food security. 99% of MPP for Brofu won't here. Jimmy. Me say kronumu neck to neck, a nose finish. I can't to beat. I said that you one no be winning. Bawumia, Kennedy, anybody jump. Me see you January number 1 ne. I was like. Hey, Mundi from Jimmy Conwa. Me see, and go for a chrono no more. Omo beti omo to me see Andrew January no back one name was cycle. No one neck to neck, nose to nose. Chrono mu race. It's here we are. I don't ever say, we would die and no bury us.
We are going to turn the whole country upside down. One by one.
Well, how will you do it?
Well, we will die and they will bury us. We are going to turn.
So that is it. Inti Osajifo Kevin Badu Tailor and Ayetin in Kano. And Manika Kacho is we dear. Opegana ye, baby outi. I ye America honum no. And could be decided say, and I so bet me decide say on Kagana sem. The bay won't be our yenye because he is living a better and what a good life over there. But what in the first place, you know, what me am here changing Mofanchemi Yenya new revolution and I say Wamiyanya and Sayebi. Wombra with the MPP co-position na ene NDC for about so na no esi omu na we make sure say they will deliver. So what motam be so inti Kevin Yankopon Shiraw sometimes what na now dream how one people for musitiana eyemia. And I become very emotional when I listen to these kind of things. I'm people for the Ghana bro. I'm people for your mind kono Ghana be. O mind ko na nim na I'm people for so. I'm people for chesekedi, mu chedi. sika yɛmfa nyi akwan na ɔmo de akɔgye toɔ. Ɔmo san gye toɔ na ɔmo san di toɔ no. Abusuafo, it is sad. Before nka ɔmo tena so for even more than even a year ɛde ka ho ɔmo 8 years na nka Ghana gya bɛtɔ mu. Nka da baako ɛbɛsɔre ne nyinaa ogya senama sɛ ogya denden ne nyinaa nka atɔ yi mu ne nyinaa yɛahye dɔbɛɛ because the kind of heat na ɛɛba ɔman no mu no na ano ɔden. The kind of heat na ɛɛba ɔman no mu no na ano ɛyɛ den ɛden. Ayɛ na mayɛ emotional ɛyɛ meya. Kevin, yɛni asɛm biara bɛka akyerɛ Kevin. Nyankopɔn nhyira wo. Kevin Tailor, Nyankopɔn ka ho ate. Owura wi anyɛ ɔno anka Ghana yɛnso obiara o. Nyankopɔn the God sent ɛno no. Na ɛne Kevin ɛtumi ɛka nokware. Nka mpipifoɔ bɛtwi afa Ghanafoɔ so. That is why nanka ɔmo pɛ sɛ Kevin Tailor ba Ghana nanka yɛayɛ ne yɛakyi no atom. For the way nipa wɔka nokware sɛ ɛsɛ na adwene bɔne ɛne suban bɔne nti no mopɛ sɛ yɛnkyiri ntom. Ɔsɛ ɛnɛ Kevin Tailor wa silence mpipifoɔ. Obi a wonim bi a wonim. Ɛnɛ Kevin wato no boase ne expose one after the other de bia o expose bia ɛnɛ wa silence mpipifoɔ. Ɛkɔbadu Tailor ɛnɛ wa silence ɔmo ɛnɛ wa ɔmo ano ayɛ mmerɛmmerɛ. Ɛnɛ MPP ni bi kɔ ɔkasa ɔhwɛ yie because ɔnim sɛ ɔkasa na wankasa yie a at the end of the day no Kevin Ɛkɔbadu Tailor will teach him lesson by exposing him. Nti Kevin, kudos. Papa, me nua panyin Nyankopɔn nhyira wo ate sɛ wɔayɛ sɛ adwuma so no ɛde ama Ghana. Nka nti saa kan before yi nka by now ɔmo ayɛ de sɛ sɛbi toilet paper. Nka ɔmo ayɛ sɛ toilet paper ka tea roll paa toilet roll. Ɛna nkasa mo de nka ɔmo de yɛ form sɛbi ɔmo baby. Ɔmo kɔ gya na wia na ɔmo de afa ɔmo baby. Yes, ɔmo de afa ɔmo baby. You see, it is sad. It is really sad. Sɛ Ghana paa sika a ɛwɔ sika mpoano good a ɛwɔ na nsia sɛ megya mfi akwada ketewa wɔ yi ɛne nua panyin ato force just 9 months pɛ hwɛ dwuma mu di. Adwuma no ɛden mfa nkyɛ me na kwabrane abɛtena so 8 good years ni ɔnyɛ ade papa a na onim ane sɛ ɔbɛbubu nkurɔfoɔ banks na ɔno bɛma ne bank anya ahoɔden. Ɔtwea ɛnɛ wo mba ɛmmɛhwɛ wo bank no ɛnɛ bra sɛ ɔdwumayɛfoɔ kurom a na meanyɛ manager Mahama ɛne NDC nkaban na kilofra ta adwuma wo kurom nyɛ deɛ nsa ato so te sɛ ɔbɛba. But ɔyɛ saa asɛ nkurɔfoɔ nso a ɔmo ɛnyɛ aduane di because of saa adwuma no nti no ɛbɛkɔ se kakra. Nti sometimes yɛtɛmpa mercy with justice anaasɛ biribi saa. Nti yɛhwɛ anim sɛ TV no ɔman wei ɛbɛyɛ yie. John Mahama ne NDC foɔ yɛwɔ mu arehyɛ mu. Nyankopɔn nkɔ biribiara ho. Abusua kyerɛ w'adwene. Ɛdi ano mɛga akraw. Bye bye.